did you give someone the no-take-backs treatment? My stepmom gave me one rule when she moved in with my dad and I. If I had time to lean, I had time to clean. She demanded that I be productive at all times, and I mean at all times. That meant I had to text, call, or email her showing her with proof that I was being productive with timestamps. She said it was the only way to hold me accountable with no excuses. At the end of every day, she had her computer ready with a family spreadsheet for me to log in. The whole purpose of this all was to make sure I wasn't wasting my life away. I followed her dumb rule at first, mainly out of curiosity, and on the first day she checked, she bent me over and slapped my behind with a leather tool for every hour that I was unproductive. Meanwhile, her two sons could play FIFA all day with no consequences, and I was already an overachiever, the type to feel like I was a failure unless I got all A's. So this only made it worse. And it wasn't until 3 months later that I finally saw through her BS, because one day, after I had an extremely productive 24 hours, she still slapped me. The reason? For eating lunch for 15 minutes without making it productive through multitasking. But I didn't stop following her rule. In fact, I followed it even more, because if Stella wanted to track every single hour of my day, I would do just that. I started tracking absolutely everything, and I mean everything. I logged the Excel sheet with BS like 7:23 p.m. to 7:24 p.m., productive blinking session, maintained eye moisture for optimal vision, 10:15 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., productive oxygen exchange via breathing, converting oxygen to carbon dioxide. At first, I could tell it made her eyes twitch with stress, but she was able to brush it off and calm herself down. So I upped my game. I started spamming her with texts all day to ensure what I was doing was productive. Hey Stella, do you think I should read Wuthering Heights or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde during lunch today? How long do you think I should take in the bathroom if I'm taking a number 2 while slightly constipated? Productivity alert. Currently producing saliva at an above average rate. The day is going well. At the end of each day during our productivity review sessions, I would present slideshows about what I did in between each bite of food I took, every thought I had while walking to and from school, and every word that me and my friends exchanged, rating them all from 1 to 10 on a productivity scale, deciding how many times Stella should hit me. I would drag them out until she was so tired she fell asleep, and as soon as she did, I'd shake her awake and tell her we weren't being productive if she wasn't listening to me. When her parents came to visit, I interrupted every few minutes with a question. Sorry Stella, but I've been awake for almost 30 hours trying to be productive. Is it okay if I sleep for a little bit? Or is that too unproductive? I'm gonna play an audiobook while I sleep. Her parents glared at her, not knowing if it was a joke. Her mom even asked if I was on the spectrum. The breaking point came at a family reunion 3 months later. It was me, my dad, my stepmom, and both of their sides of the family. Right when everyone was eating and the garden was silent, I came running out in tears. Stella, I'm sorry. I just realized that when I went to the bathroom, I didn't bring any reading material with me, which makes me a lazy piece of shit like you always say. She tried to laugh it off as a joke, but that's when I took out the leather tool she hit me with and bent over in front of her. Just hit me. I deserve it this time. Her mom gasped. My grandparents on my dad's side looked like they were about to faint. What the F is going on? My grandmother said. Before Stella could answer, I responded with, oh, I'm just not being productive right now, so I'm asking Stella to punish me like she always does. Stella's face turned ghost white. That's not what she stammered. Oh, I have photos of the bruises if you need documentation, I exclaimed. I've been productively documenting everything like Stella taught me. Should I go get them? Her father stood up. Bruises? What bruises? Even my dad, for the first time, finally spoke up. I think it's time for you to leave, he said, turning to Stella. She didn't even fight it. She knew she couldn't. And with that, she finally left. The rest of the barbecue was pretty awkward after that, and everyone made excuses for why they had to go home. And TBH, I felt like a winner. It was the moment I had been dreaming about ever since Stella first moved in. The next day at school, the creepy guidance counselor pulled me aside and demanded that I lift up my sleeves. I hesitated, but he grabbed my arm and did it himself. That's when he was faced with the bruises. Your stepmom was right. Your dad has been hitting you. I sighed. Full story on channel, link below.